Some of the things that I'm interested in learning about is either the difference or the correlation with like Bigfoot, wood devils, devil monkeys, and some of that stuff that we do is eventually kind of peel back and kind of see what it is.
You can't go around New Hampshire and talk about Bigfoot without hearing about woods devils. Historically, woods devils comes from northern New Hampshire in Coos County. Some tell me it's either a guardian spirit of the woods or a demon apparition preying on souls. Some researchers might tell you that a woods devil is kind of like a modern version of Bigfoot, slightly different characteristics but not uncommon to what people report about Bigfoot encounters. It might just explain how diverse Sasquatch populations can be, not unlike humans whose observable traits and temperament vary from individual to individual. Or possibly the existence of a one-of-a-kind endemic species. A creature unlike no other, a slender man who lurks behind the trees and gives ferocious screams at night.
I mean, I think the like Bigfoot and wood devils, to me, they're kind of a similar thing, the same thing, at least personally. The wood devil stuff I've been really interested in. I've spent a lot of time up in the Berlin area in Coos County, Pittsburgh. I've tried to track down the origins of the wood devil story. Haven't been able to do so successfully, but I was told that there was a book from 1888 that had the history of Coos County. Supposedly was the first one to mention that, but I have not been able to track that down. I can't get a physical copy.
A Maine woman who grew up near northern New Hampshire shared her story of a woods devil from her childhood. One night, while she was supposed to be in bed sleeping, she quietly hid behind the wood stove and overheard the grown-ups in her family discussing a plan to hunt a mischievous wood devil. Before the beast got too close to the house, it had to be taken care of. She goes on to say that it was never spoken of in mixed company and certainly not around children. I asked her if she was willing to be interviewed, but she politely turned down my offer and asked for her privacy. And although she's active in Bigfoot communities, she doesn't trust outsiders from getting too close, and I can't disagree with her.
I've been told stories of people who grew up in that area and said, my family used to have a camp in Pittsburgh, and they would warn us in the 70s, don't go in the woods or the wood devils will get you. And that was kind of like a boogeyman story. A lot of cultures do that with the monsters all over the place. Like, nothing new, right?
Could the story from the little girl in Maine be just that? A cautionary tale, but stay out of the woods so you don't get hurt.
A lot of people think the wood devil's story was kind of invented on the internet, but I've found that it actually predates the internet.
Okay.
To me, a lot of the wood devil descriptions and the sightings just fit the sort of what we think of as Bigfoot in the modern day. And probably one of the most interesting stories I have that kind of relates to the wood devils was I was doing a library talk in Dover, New Hampshire after the talk, and this lady comes up to me and she starts telling me this story. She says it was either her uncle or her dad. He was a prison camp guard at this place called Stark Camp in northern New Hampshire. World War II, there was a POW camp there, right? They had Germans up there. There's actually a famous escape where one of these Germans made it all the way to New York City before he got caught. So that camp was up there, and this lady had said, it was either her dad or uncle. He was a guard up there, and they had put the Germans on logging duty at one point. And the guys had reported they didn't want to go in the woods because they were scared by a gorilla in the woods, which is a very oddly specific description. I guess the local guys said, those are just the wood devils. So they related it to something they knew. How would these German guys, who were obviously not there by their own will, I mean, this is World War II, it's like an American guy being in some random forest in Germany, predicting the local lore about some creature like Krampus or something out there, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, they wouldn't have had prior knowledge, especially pre-internet era.